Good evening. Welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I am Anifat Ismail. First news headlines. Federal government to launch 1 million CNG vehicles by 2027. Senate launches fresh probe into naira redesign. Minister seeks salary upgrade for paramilitary officers. Federal government budget 552.6 billion naira for arms anti-terror fight. TETFund to increase institutions fund in 2024. Police Council confirms Egbetokun as substantive IG. Veteran give federal government condition to rejoin military. Lassa FIFA accused 188 in 28 states and on sport. Olympic qualifiers. Falcons beat Ethiopia 4-0. Play Cameroon next. Now, the news in details. The federal government has reviewed plans to introduce 1 million compressed natural gas-powered vehicles by 2027. The announcement was made by the Special Assistant to the President on Special Duties and Domestic Affairs, Toyin Suberu, during a stakeholders meeting held on Sunday at the Bank of Industry Headquarters, Abuja. This move aims to address transformation challenges exacerbated by recent subsidy removal, providing a viable solution to the public. The Senate has launched a fresh investigation into the printing of new naira notes produced by Nigerian Security Printing and Minting Company last year. The move to probe the printing of new notes was raised by the Senator Adams Oshiomhole, APC Edo North, a member of the committee who demanded documents detailing the printing of the new notes. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, has said he has been in talks with the Nigeria Salaries and Wages Commission to regularize the salaries of paramilitary officers to be on a par with the personnel of the Nigeria Police Force. According to him, the paramilitary personnel deserves an improvement in their salaries as well as the pension board due to the hazards involved in their duties. The federal government has set aside 575.6 billion naira in its special funding budget to boost the fight against insecurity and prosecute the ongoing anti-insurgency war. Under this, a total of 184.25 billion naira was approved for the purchase of military equipment, arms and ammunition. Speaking at the end of the week's Federal Executive Council meeting at Abuja, Minister of Budget and Economic Planning Abubakar Bagudu said the budget is to fund urgent issues, including national defense and security. The Tertiary Education Trust Fund says it has budgeted a significant increase in annual direct disbursement in response to improvement in tax collections. The Executive Secretary of TETFund, Sonny Ekono, made this known in Abuja on Tuesday at an interactive session with heads of beneficiary institutions on the disbursement guidelines for the 2024 intervention cycle. The National Police Council, presided over by President Bola Tinubu, on Tuesday confirmed the appointment of Olukayode Egbetokun as the 22nd substantive indigenous Inspector General of Police. The Minister of Police Affairs, Ibrahim Gaidam, reviewed this to a State House correspondent after a meeting of the council at the Aso Rock Villa. Gaidam said Egbetokun's confirmation followed his satisfactory discharge of duties in the past 3 months, since his appointment on June 19 and decorated by Vice President Kashim Shettima. Military veterans in the country have called on federal government to ensure they are adequately catered for. The call came as the federal government plans to reabsorb retired military personnel to shore up military manpower. The spokesperson for the Coalition of Concerned Veterans, Abiodun Durowaye Abat, said they will be willing to come back to serve their country. He, however, feared that veterans might not give their best because of the alleged ill treatment from the federal government. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) and Prevention has recorded 1,095 Lassa fever cases and 188 deaths across 113 local government areas in 28 states. The NCDC reviewed this in its Lassa fever situation report for week 41, released on Tuesday. The last on the news is sport. Super Falcons are a step closer to qualifying for the 2024 Olympics in Paris after defeating Ethiopia 4-0 in the second leg of the second round of women's football qualifiers at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja on Tuesday. 2 second-half goals from hard-working captain Rasheedat Ajibade, a first-half goal from US-based Uchenna Kanu, and another from Barcelona striker Asisat Oshuala were enough to see Nigeria through to the last round of the qualifying series, where they face the winners in the other game involving Cameroon and Uganda. We have come to the end of the news at 9. Here is the recap of the story. Federal government to launch 1 million CNG vehicle by 2027. Senate launches fresh probe into naira redesign. Minister seeks salary upgrade for paramilitary officers. Federal government budgets 552.6 billion naira for arms and the terror fight. TETFund to increase institutions funding 2024. Police Council confirms Egbetokun as substantive IG. Veterans give federal government conditions to rejoin military. Lassa FIFA kills 188 in 28 states and on sport. Olympic qualifiers. Falcons beat Ethiopia 4-0. Play Cameroon next. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. Remember, a challenge only becomes an obstacle when you bow to it. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com, and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I am Anifat Ismail. Do have a good night rest.